Yep, got it back, y'all. So with the turbo bill going in, y'all see it, it's back. It's back. Got that bad boy back. Buddy Tim went with me. On when the turbo come. Yep, y'all got Big Meech back, but Cheapskate ain't going nowhere. People wondering. Cheapskate right here at the shop. We about to drop it. That's why it's over here at the shop. We about to lower it and do some more stuff. So I'm just throwing this in a quick little update. Then get back to the house and I'm gonna explain how I found Big Meech and how I got it back and all that other good stuff. But yeah, Cheapskate still right there, still running. Drove it 2 days straight. And they go to new headlights. I don't think I did an update showing y'all the new lights. I had to switch them out and take the black background lights out because you really can't see. So for anybody wanting them lights, if you want to drive at night, do not get them. So I'm just letting you know. But the LEDs are still in the truck. It's the same lights, the same lens housings, but it just ain't got the black background. So the halo still in them, as you can see and all that. But yep, that's that. So I'm gonna get back to the house and update y'all on Big Meech. What's good, y'all, man? I know y'all saw I got Big Meech back, man. I had to hunt the car down. Internet been going crazy, man. Facebook, Instagram, all of that. A lot of people asking where I found it, how I got it back. They want to hear the story and all of that, man. So I got to give y'all the story, the whole rundown on the car. Then a lot of my new supporters probably don't know the history of the car and how important this car is to me. And before I get into that, I got the merch on, man. Y'all make sure to pick this up. This is the True Street Car Problem shirt. It got True Street Car Problems across the back. Hashtag True Street Car Problems. It got the J Matter 2004 logo real small across the back too. But y'all can't see that. You can get the merch up on right up underneath this video. Any video you click on, it showed right here at the bottom. So get your merch, man. Everybody that have, I appreciate y'all too. Everybody that support. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the story. So basically, let me see, it's December. I think the car first appeared. I posted a throwback Thursday clip of me burning out in the car on Instagram. And I wanna say it was back in August. Back in August, somebody DM me. They DM me a picture of the car. I'm like, man, I know where this car at. And I was like, damn, man, I need that back. So it was a buddy of his, but it was some more stuff saying the owner was locked up or something. And the guy that DM me saying he can sell it and all this. So I left it alone. Like, man, that I don't want to get in the middle of all of that because it's just not adding up, you know. So couple months went by. Well, more than that, actually. November, come up in November, and I found out that somebody I know owned the box. Somebody that's actually friends with me on Facebook, he inboxed me and he was like, man, is this your car? I was like, yeah, that's it. So the guy he told me owned it at the time, I knew him. Cause he actually races at the track and stuff. Hot Rod, shout out to Hot Rod. Not cut the check Hot Rod, but shout out to Hot Rod, man. So Hot Rod owned the car. He had ended up with it, and man, I contacted Hot Rod immediately. Cause when I received the message, I was actually at No Mercy filming. So you know I couldn't talk much. We talked a little bit, and that was at the end of November. And you know I told him to get up with him. But between now and then, man, I was super busy, man. I was busy filming and stuff, so I just couldn't get up with him. And then his number actually got rolled out of the phone, this phone I'm filming on. Cause this my business line. And his number got rolled out of the phone and I ain't have his number. And the message that was sent to me on Facebook, I think it was Antoine sent it to me. It got rolled out cause I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of messages every day, so I couldn't find them. I'm like, man. So that happened, and man, I was down in Florida, in Orlando, at No Guts, No Glory filming, and Hot Rod happened to be actually right behind me. I was out in the field filming. He happened to be right behind me, and you know he would ask me about the car and stuff, what was the rent and all of that, and then he said he'll still let me get it. So I told him like when I get back from Florida, I'm gonna come get the car. And basically that's what I did, man. I mean, picked it up, and the motor not in the car. It's just the chassis. But man, it's crazy, cause when I saw the car, I felt like I saw a ghost. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I felt like I saw a ghost, man, cause the car the same color. It's everything. It's just like I left it, except the hood. The hood painted now. You know, I had a hood scoop, a cowl hood on it anyway, but they changed that whole entire hood. And I see they bolted the cowl on there and stuff and painted the hood and stuff. That's the only thing different. And what else? I think that's about it. And they took my TV. I had a 10.5 inch TV in the roof. They took that out. But other than that, man, everything is just like I left it. I'm telling you, it's crazy. The exhaust, everything's still there, minus the headers and my line lock gone. I had a line lock on it. The line lock gone and the other electronic boxes, the retard box and stuff gone. The old school MSD box still there, which all of that stuff gonna be changed anyway. But man, that's how I found it, man. It came back to me, man. I had started putting out around August. I was like, man, I'm looking for my car. And man, thank God I got a big network, man. All of y'all and stuff. And you know people who know people. And it just came back to me, man. And the car been gone 7 years for the people that don't know. I was the first one to have it, and well, as far as on the internet. But let me give y'all the backstory on the car, which is why it's so important to me. But my cousin, he was the first one to own the car. He put it together, the color and everything. When I first saw the car, I was like, man, I wanted it. I wanted this. This before YouTube. This before YouTube. I'm like, man, I want the car. I love about Chevys, but at the time, I just couldn't afford it, cause it used to be like super, super, super clean. Like the motor that was in it was chromed out, everything. My uncle actually did it. My uncle actually chromed the whole motor and everything, cause we're all cousins. And my cousin, he's older than me and stuff, so he the one fixed it up. And I was like, man, I wanted the car, but I just couldn't afford it at the time. I wasn't making money like that. So, the car went around to a couple of guys in my hometown, Monroe, Georgia. And basically, I ended up getting the car. It finally fell, and I got the car. And that's when I had my small block in it. And that's the early YouTube days. This channel wasn't nowhere near that big. I'm talking about Young Stunners days, man. Burnouts, one-tire burnout stuff. I had a small block in it before I named the car Big Meech. That's what everybody know that car is, Big Meech. But before I named it Big Meech, it had a small block 355 in it, a little shot of gas and stuff. And I just played around in it. That's when a lot of people used to see us at car shows. I had 24s and stuff on the car and all that. It was a small block car then. Then I had the big block built, and I did primarily a lot of running in Mexico and stuff. And that's when everybody got familiar with the car and knew it as Big Meech. And back in 2011, 2011, I sold the car. And the reason why I sold the car is because I actually, my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she was pregnant with our firstborn child, man. I was like, I ain't have no, I actually used to daily drive that car. Some people might not believe it, but I daily drove that car for a while. Then I bought another box Chevy from my little brother. Well, he my homeboy, but he more like a little brother man. And I bought his box Chevy, which was a '87 half vinyl Broham. So I started driving that every day because it was more of a factory type car. So long story short, I ended up selling both of them. And I was like, man, we finna have a baby. I was like, I can't ride no baby in this cause I ain't got no heater box in it. So I sold the car. I actually traded it for Monte Carlo SS with the number 3 on it. So a lot of people, y'all probably remember that car too, the T-top, the black T-top with the 3 on the side and all of that, which I got from Mark up in Thompson, down in Thompson. And Mark had the car. So I got that from him because Monte Carlo had heat and all that stuff. It was a great running car. And I sold that too, man. It got me some photo and all of that, something nice. But we ended up losing that child. She lost the child stillborn at 7 months. So that was hard. That was real hard for me, man. That was even harder than losing my mother, which I lost my mom that same year, 7 months later. I lost my firstborn child, then I lost my mama. But man, that was real hard. But that's why I sold the car, cause I was like, I wanted something better to ride in for the baby and stuff and for the family, you know. So I sold it. And went around. I had some cars in between there, but I ain't had that car in 7 years. 7 years gone by, man. It came back to me. I'm telling you, it's like a family member. Like people don't understand. Like I said, a lot of people don't even know the backstory behind that car. Like I always wanted it and stuff. And man, I got it back. I got it back, man. It came back to me. I hunted it down and Hot Rod, man. I keep telling Hot Rod, thank you, man. I appreciate it, cause he didn't have to sell it, man, and he let me got it back, man. I came on, me and my uncle and my buddy Tim. We as y'all saw in the video, we went and picked it up, man. We actually were running around all day. He actually came by my house first. We picked up Cheapskate and took Cheapskate to the shop so I can drive my Monte Carlo back, cause I have a way back. Cause he about to drop it. We about to drop the back of Cheapskate and do some more stuff to it. So he picked that up, dropped it off at Joe Buddy Race, and then we left and hit the road and went and got Big Meech. And Big Meech, it was in Atlanta. The car was still in Georgia. It was still in Georgia. People were asking. It was up in Atlanta. So that's why I found it. It ain't never left the state. So it was always around here, man. And however many hands it went through, it was taken care of, because it still looked the same, man. So that's it. That's the story for it. Now, the build, I got it because I'm about to start a new build project. Cheapskate pretty much finished. We just got to do the nitrous and electronics, and then Cheapskate ready, man. I mean, I got some slicks and stuff on my buy, and we'll be ready for March. I'm just sitting waiting for March for Cheapskate. It's running great. Daily drive it. It's great. So it's good. So I got Big Meech. I'm about to put Big Meech back in the game. I'm going to repaint it the same color. Wouldn't be right if I didn't. What else? I don't want to reveal the details on the build, because I want to, it's going to be the second build. I am going to film it. Some of it, not all of it. But it's coming. It's coming. I'm going big block. A lot of people been saying LS. I don't want to go LS. I want to be different. LS swaps are being done everywhere. So I like to always be different. Like if everybody was doing Gen 1s, then I would have went LS, because that many people would not been doing it. But I do like the LS. I like the LS platform. I like Chevy platform, period. But and I will be putting the LS in something one day, probably soon. But it's just I'm not putting the LS in Big Meech. It's gonna be a big block, and I'm gonna tell the details of the build, cause y'all know every build I do gotta have a catch to it. Like Cheapskate was done on a real tight budget, so the build with Big Meech gonna have a catch to it too. So I'm gonna reveal the details on the build as it get closer in time to start on it. But as far as now, man, I'll just tell y'all the story. I just want to show y'all them short clips that I do have my car back. Man, if you go back to some of the early videos, you'll see the car like 7 years ago. It been 7 years for real. So I got it back, man. I've been smiling since yesterday, man. I've been smiling since yesterday. I got my car back. Y'all just don't understand. I'm telling you, if it's like a family member. I'm telling you, like, and the thing about it is now, it don't have to be one of them things where I'm telling my two daughters, yeah, this the car I used to have. I used to do this, or showing them the videos. I got it back now, man. They can experience that car with me. Like, they can ride in it now. Like, they're going to be able to ride in it and stuff. And, it's going to be something that just stay in the family. So, I like that too, man. I was posting Throwback Thursdays, but now it's mine again. I got it. So ain't no more Throwback Thursday, man. So I'm just real happy. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm real happy that I got that car back, man. It's a lot of other people happy too that I got it back, man. My aunt happy and stuff. He still got it on the trailer, man. He still got it on the trailer from yesterday. He been riding around with it on the trailer. So it's back, man. It's a well-known car, well-known in my hometown and stuff too, man. It's just, it's me. Like, people from my hometown, they know who owned the car at first, which is my cousin, Mike. He owned the car, but it's like when I got it, I just took it out there, on the internet. And I was one of the first people on the internet, putting on with these big cars, this box Chevy and stuff. It wasn't the fastest. It wasn't the fastest car, but I was one of the first, one of the pioneers when it comes to the big cars and actually being on the internet, on YouTube. It wasn't a whole lot of box Chevys doing it. And, I was one of the first or whatever when we was doing the Young Stunners and everything. So a lot of people remember that. And man, I'm just glad to have it back. Man. I'm glad to have it back. And I appreciate everybody that support. And I appreciate all the love I've been getting online, on the net and stuff. And this is the first place I'm dropping the story. It only be right. A lot of people been asking on Facebook and all of that how I got it back, but it's only right that I told the story to the people on YouTube first, because this is where it started, right here on this channel. This is where everything started. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. More cheapskate updates coming too. And we out.
Said